Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Brandon in the basement again today on the Echo bike. This is how I choose to warm up in almost all circumstances. I come down in the basement, I turn on a YouTube video, and I do interval training for 4 minutes. So there's a button that I press, it's already all pre-programmed, 10 seconds on, 20 seconds of rest for 4 minutes total, which equals out to 8 working sessions. And it really kicks my butt in that 4 minutes, but it gets me feeling good so I don't just break anything right away when I start training. Instead, I break something in the middle of training. And what I'm gonna do today is work up to a heavy squat single. So let's get to the Echo bike and I'll fill you in more on what I'm gonna do. All right, so the bike is done. Gonna move right into squats, starting with the bar. I'll work my way up. I'm sure I'm gonna show you a sweet montage. The goal of today's session is to go up to an RPE 9, and hopefully not exceed it, but let's go ahead and find out. All right, so when I get to 315, I'll throw on my wrist wraps and belt, although I won't close my belt usually until 405. So I just like to get it on there so I can kind of feel it, start bracing even harder. And maybe it's just me, but I like to save my tightest cinch for my heaviest sets. All right, so that 405 moved pretty decently in my opinion, and that's where I'm gonna start taking my real jumps. So the next jump's gonna be 455. Again, goal is to work up to a single at around 9. I don't know where that's going to put me, only because I really haven't lifted more than 400 pounds outside of last week for like 4 or 5 months. So I haven't gone above like 370 in the training that I've been doing since I've moved into this new house. So we'll go 455 and take it from there. I gotta like lean back so I'm in frame. I don't feel like moving the camera, but 455 moved good. But then again, things always move good until they don't. So let's try 495. All right, so 495 moved okay as well. So I'm gonna make one more jump. This is my last jump, and I think this is a smart attempt, I think. And that is, we're going to go with 520 pounds. So we got the 545s, a 10, and a 2.5. I'm doing this because if I went any heavier, it's probably gonna get into that 9.5 RPE, maybe even 10. And if I go any lighter, it just doesn't make sense because I went 495 before. So we're gonna do like a 25-pound jump, which I think is reasonable, and we'll probably call it there. Let's hope it moves like a 9. All right, so overall 520 I think moved pretty good. It was definitely heavy walking the weight out. I haven't had that much weight on my back in a while. I think the J cups are a little bit higher than I'm used to. And again, I've been using those sandwich J cups, so I've been accustomed to training at a certain height. And since I'm not using those currently on the rep fitness rack, at least, using those other J cups. So it's a little bit off-putting, but again, it'll come with time and experiencing heavier weights on the back. But all in all, I think an RPE 9 was a good call. I think 520 was a good call. Give myself a pat on the back. Good job, buddy. Now, before I move on to my next bit of training for this particular day, I am gonna go ahead and grab one of these Built bars. I've talked about them in videos a couple times now if it wants to focus. This is a banana bread one. This sounds pretty interesting. All the other ones have been like some sort of chocolate. I like these again because they're quick and easy. I've partnered with them to give you 20% off your own purchase if you click on the link in the description box below. But it's like 17, 18 grams of protein, and it's a nice kind of mid-training snack for me because I have a whole box of them in a bunch of different flavors. So if you're interested, definitely check them out. Again, link in the description box below. All right, so I'm just going to move on to some incline dumbbell chest press because I never get to do them in my routines for the most part. I would consider these more of a bodybuilding style movement along with flies, and being that I train more for powerlifting. I don't see those that often. I do see incline work occasionally, but it's usually with a barbell. Just kind of want to mix things up because this week is probably going to be a lighter week in terms of workload. Again, having basically worked up those heavy signals on both Friday and today, which is Monday, I don't want to really push myself too much, especially when I'll probably be getting into some new programming starting next week. So maybe kind of dabble a little bit, do some things I haven't done in a while, at least in the weight room that is, to really get it in. So it's gonna be a fun week for me. I appreciate you guys joining in. Let me know how much I suck or how high I squat in the comment section below. But in the meantime, as always, thanks for watching and stay big.